Lauren.
As class president, how can you convince Mr. Redmond to get a limo and drive every person home?
Well, I don't really think we should do that because a limo costs money, and we wouldn't. Maybe if we did a fundraiser, we could raise enough money, but I don't think that we should do that.
And we want to take the time right now to say hello to our principal, Miss Redmond.
Hello, Miss Redmond.
All right. Let's continue with our debate. Sean.
Hi, Senator Winston and Senator Tamika. This is for both. Why do you want to be third grade class president?
Well, I would like to be third grade class president because I will make the classroom a better place.
How would you make it a better place?
By, if someone needs help, I would help them. And if someone needs to get something and they need a little more help, I will still do that.
I want to be class president because I want to help people be a better person, and I want everybody to be a peacemaker. So if somebody gets into a discussion and they're really mad or a fight, I would tell them to both sit down and I would tell them to work it out.
Let's see about a second grader. Darrell.
Hello, Senator Myers. Hello, Senator Winston. Senator Tamika. This question is for Senator Winston. How would you convince the lunch teachers to have pizza every day?
Winston.
Well, I would take, because you asked that question, down to the lunch lady. And we both would ask her. We would convince her by getting bake, like when we go home, we can bake stuff for her so we can have it.
Kevin.
Good afternoon, Senator Winston, Senator Tamika. How would you convince Ms. Redmond to let us have a pizza party? Winston.
I'll convince her by asking her, and we can make our own little party for her, so she can make one for us.
Cameron.
Good afternoon, Senator Winston and Senator Talika. This question is for both. What will you do as class president?
As I said before, I would help people, and if they get into an argument, I would tell them to sit down and work it out and have a nice discussion.
I would agree with her. I would go into a private room, ask both of them to sit down, talk to each other. They would tell me how did they get into that argument or fight.
Alyssa.
This question is for both. How would you bring kids to the school?
Well, that's good question. I would say we have a piece book, and I would ask Miss Smith, can we work in the piece book for like a couple of days, or she can just pair us up with partners and we can make a project about peace.
I would do the same thing, get some peace books. You could work on them for a week, and we would see if we can do a couple of pages each day.
Kelsey?
Good afternoon, Senator Talika and Senator Winston. This question is for both. How will you change the classroom jobs?
Well, we change the classroom jobs each week. At the end of each week. Subject. Well, we would change. We would change them. We would switch them around once or twice each day. How about that?
Well, half of my opinion is what he just said, but I would think that if one of the jobs can have two meanings in one job, and like say hand sanitizer, they can be the hand sanitizer, and they can also clean up and help clean up control.
Okay, I have a question for Senator Winston and Senator Talika. My question is, if Ms. Smith decides to go with you on having no homework for 2 weeks, what would you pose that she does for homework if she gives no homework for 2 weeks? What will take the place of it? Senator Talika?
Well, I think that she should give us all the work that she said that she was supposed to give us for homework in class. In every subject, she would give us the paper that we had to do. Like in social studies, she would tell us to take out our social studies spiral and study. And for science, do the same thing.
Well, I would say that as taking the place of the homework that we didn't have for 2 weeks, I'll put the same thing that Talika just said. Put everything that you had for us for those 2 weeks instead of homework that we're going to have.
Okay, I have one more question for Senator Talika and Winston. The question is, I've heard a lot during this debate that you agree with Winston and Winston agrees with Talika. I want to know what you don't agree with about Winston. And Winston, I want to know what you don't agree about Talika. Starting with Winston.
Well, I wouldn't agree with Talika when she's trying to redecorate the classroom. Redecorate the classroom.
Can you repeat that, Winston?
I wouldn't agree with Talika if she said that she wanted to redo the classroom.
Senator Talika?
I wouldn't agree with Winston if he said that he wanted to turn the whole classroom into like this play section.
All right, thank you, Senator Talika and Senator Winston. And that's it for the third grade class president debate.